Think solar panels are just a pricey green dream that are going to hurt your wallet, or wondering whether they're even worth the investment in 2026? Today's video, we're going to be looking at all the cons and pros of solar panels, whether it is a worthy investment of your money or if there are better places to invest your money, because everyone keeps saying solar panels should be looked at an investment purposes and the payback in solar panels is far too long. Well, today's video we're going to be taking a deep dive into that. We're going to be looking at my current 17 panel array system. If you want to learn more about that, click subscribe and that notification bell. There's constant update videos on how my system's doing, including overall cost. But today's video we're going to be looking whether you should be buying panels today for the future and if there is better choices for investment, and the results might shock you. Now, the most common comment I see in my comment section about my solar panels is that rather than investing £10,000 in 17 panels and a battery system, I'd have been better investing £10,000 in a 4% saving account, or going to a stock and share ISA which promises returns of up to 9%. Now, these are potential returns on a stock and share ISA and also potential returns on a saving account. Even fixing in for a long-term saving account at maybe 3.8% over 4 years, that is only a 4-year fix. Solar panels are going to carry on generating. Now, my system at £10,000 is going to take 15 years to pay back because it saves me roughly at the moment £670 in electric. Now, to compare these two investments, we really need to compare them on a level playing field. So we're going to be comparing all these three investments on the same fair level playing field. Now, many of you might not have £10,000, and some of the people who do have £10,000, you might also want to consider what I'm about to tell you. If you go to evnic.com/heatable and use code EVNIC150, you'll get £150 off a heatable quote. But at the moment, Heatable are currently offering up to 3 years 0% finance, which if you currently have the money, why not use the free 0%? It's not going to cost you anything. You can keep your money invested for 3 years somewhere else and have your solar panels. You get to get your cake and eat it. And if you don't have the money to invest in solar panels, you won't have the money to invest anywhere else either. So 3 years 0% might also be very beneficial to you. So go and check those figures out. For battery solar system at the moment, they've got some really good offers on batteries and systems at the moment. Let me know what you come back with a quote down below in the comments. I'd be really interested to see what some of you got back. Now, firstly, buying solar, I don't count as an investment. It's a tangible asset that you own and it's going to be on your house. It's a physical asset that you own. So I don't see it as an investment. I see it much more as an investment in your property, your home. It's like building an extension, having a new kitchen, having a new bathroom. I don't see it as an investment, but for the people that do, let's treat it as an investment. So first of all, like all investments, your solar savings can go up as well as down. Now, solar savings are going to depend on what the energy wholesale price is. If energy wholesale prices increase, your savings will increase. If energy wholesale prices drop, your savings drop. So it is linked to the price of energy wholesale. Now, what we know over the last few years, energy wholesale goes up. Now, it does go down occasionally over the year, but on average, every single year, we see energy wholesale prices increase. And over the last 5 years, we've seen that radically increase very, very quickly. And as we've seen before, with war in Russia or anything like that, it could increase exponentially overnight. So bear that in mind when you're looking at comparing this, that it is subject to the energy prices. Now, the same is true with savings. So if you have a 4% saving account, that might be linked to the Bank of England interest rate and can go up and down all the time. In fact, I used to have an interest rate of 4.5% of my savings account, and that's now nearer to about 3.9. Now, you could lock that in for potentially 5 years and have a 3.8% fix on 5 years. Again, after the end of 5 years, it would be unlocked and then you'd have to reinvest it and find out whatever the interest rate is then. Stocks and share ISAs get even more complicated. Now, stocks and share ISAs are a potential return of 9%. That potential return could be 1%. It could also be less than your initial investment. Stocks and share ISAs are an investment on the stock market that rely on the stock market going nothing but up. And as we've seen, I'm old enough to remember a stock market crash. I'm older to remember the banking crisis. So Stuff like that could really affect when the investment or when you're able to take your money out. And both these investments, savings and stocks and share ISAs, mean that your money is locked away, untouchable. You can't withdraw any of it in a fixed account or a stocks and share ISA because they have penalties for removing your money early. The same is not true about solar. Now, with a solar investment, you're actually withdrawing from your investment every single month. Now, in the summer, you'll take more out of your investment, and in the winter, you take less out of your investment. But you are essentially receiving your capital investment and your interest payments, if you like, in your savings every single month when you're generating solar and generating savings. Every month you're withdrawing from it. So you're actually reducing your initial investment, which the same is not true with ISAs and saving accounts. You're not withdrawing on it monthly. Now, because you're withdrawing on those savings monthly, if you wanted to, you could reinvest them in a stocks and share ISA or a saving account. But you've always got your initial investment that's their physical asset, and at the end, you still own the physical asset and you've had your money back. So there's also, remember that when you've had your initial investment back, your solar panels don't stop generating after the 15-year or 10-year or 5-year payback, whatever your payback is. They don't stop making you money. They carry on making you money for many, many more years after that. So bear that in mind, that you've still got your initial investment, you've had all your money back, and you've had it back on a monthly recurring basis that you could have continually reinvested somewhere else. Now, another thing with solar is once it's fitted, it can improve the sellability of your home. Now, it also will increase the value of your home slightly when it's fitted, because people like to see that that work's been done, it's been carried out professional, and you've had no leaks or issues with it. And it saves them a lot of aggro fitting it themselves, and also they're able to mortgage against the entire house's value. And if they don't have the money to buy the house plus fit solar panels, the idea of mortgaging the entire house with the solar system and battery system fitted is a lot more attractive to a lot more buyers. It would increase the sellability of the house, also the appeal of the house, because people would rather buy a house with fitted solar panels than a house with not solar panels. Now, the way it should be looked at is also fitting a new kitchen, fitting a new bathroom. You don't look at fitting a new kitchen giving you a return. You look at improving that sellability, that luxury asset part of your house. So it should be viewed at the same way that it is an improvement on your total house's value and asset improvement. Now, if you're thinking of getting solar panels, I recommend Heatable, evnic.com/Heatable. If you use code EVNIC150, you'll get a £150 off Heatable's solar install. Now, if you just want a battery, EVNIC 75 will knock £75 off a battery install, and we'll get into having a battery only install without solar panels in a minute, because the payback for that works slightly differently.
And we would estimate that the install has added around 5% to the property's value. Not only that, it's also made it a lot more sellable, because the solar package that's been introduced will now bring the energy bills down, which is a huge plus point for potential purchasers.
Now, another thing to remember is you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. Any good financial advisor will tell you to spread your investments. So I have solar panels, batteries, I have stocks and share ISAs, savings, I have owners in private equity wind turbines, I have solar parks that I own, I have investments spread everywhere. And because of that, I am very happy that if one of them starts to go down or up, I still have a saving. Now, the advantage with solar panels is even if wholesale prices drop, I'm still saving. If solar prices go up, I save more, but it's a tangible asset. I own the solar panels. I don't own any of the other things. They're a bit more risky in my mind because they're not tangible assets that I own. The big question is, do you skip the solar altogether and just get a battery and trade on the energy prices going up and down? Now, that's probably a subject for a totally own video itself. So click subscribe, click that notification bell, let me know you'd like me to make that video, and I'll get that video made. If you want to learn more about solar panels, see this playlist here. If you want to see when my system originally got installed by Heatable, see this video right here.